Gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go. Hold on, cause my TV game. There we go. Wait, what's going on? Okay. Tell me I just beat about. Come on. He loves some good timing. What boss you beat? Big fire guy. Oh, okay. Had to fight them damn people. Really, yeah, I was confused as hell the first time I fought him. Well, the time I fought him. Because it's like, what the hell's going on here? Okay, and I read this wrong. I thought it was just Final Fantasy. You know, I'm not. I don't something. I had that dungeon, them level 60 things. What level are you? Like 40 something? Let me get my case. I think I left it on my bed and I'm not getting up to take it. Bro, I have to clean up this desk. If I could just show up where I want to go. Yeah, that's how I was when I first walked in. It was like a level 60 something. Only reason I beat the ones that I beat at first is because it was like some type of glitch, and then they're weak to wind, so I was spamming wind attacks. I don't know where my AirPod case went. I think it's over there, but I just don't feel like getting my fat ass up to get it. So there's that. And they had got like I dodged beams. Yeah, the beams were kind of easy, like perfect dodge. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. And then it had got like it had got glitched, and then the little things had got stuck in like the wall. So I was able to just knock them with law. Okay, anyway, what was I finna say? I read that. I thought this was like a Final Fantasy 25th anniversary celebration. I didn't know it was Final Fantasy 7. You know, I wasn't big on Final Fantasy until the 7 remake came out. So since this is a 7 celebration anniversary, I'm pretty sure they're gonna announce 7 remake part 2. I mean, it only makes sense. Let's see. Are you gonna go down so I can? Okay. And it's short. It said it's only 10 minutes. Oh, I heard some people talking about this. This must be like a big. This must have been important. About a crisis code, a code crisis, or crisis, some shit. He's at the movies. Oh, someone when I had saw the Final Fantasy trending, they said they hope Crisis Code is announced or something. Yeah, my introduction. Okay,
Cloud, let us defy destiny together.
Gonna drop plate number 7.
They're gonna do what?
What the?
This will be a memory to cherish for the rest of your lives.
What have you done? We deserve what's coming to them.
Yeah, but I'm not your sister.
Now, let the hunt begin. Surrender to the darkness. Embrace it.
This is just wrong.
No. Now, why was that in there? Oh, it's going to Steam tomorrow.
皆さんこんにちは。ファイナルファンタジー7 25周年放送ファイナルファンタジー7 25th アニバーサリーセレブレーションの案内役を務めます北瀬義則です。
Did I click on something wrong?
ファイナルファンタ
Careful, sir. I speak English. 1442, 1443. Let's click on this one from Square Enix. Maybe it's English. Like he got the talking. It wasn't not a subtitle. It was just him and his words that I didn't know what he was talking about.
Start your tomorrow today at Galen College of Nursing.
At Domino's, we're more than just pizza with our mix and match deal, because we didn't stop at pizza, and you don't have to either.
Okay, what? Let's go ahead a little bit. Okay, right here.
「皆さんこんにちは。
Oh.
ファイナルファンタジー7 25周年放送ファイナルファンタジー7 25th アニバーサリーセレブレーションの案内役を務めます北瀬。
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute. Maybe turn. See the. Let's see. English. Okay, let's see.
義則です。この放送では
Okay, let's go back.
皆さんこんにちは。ファイナルファンタジー7 25周年放
I
送
was like, hello.
ファイナルファンタジー7 25th アニバーサリーセレブレーションの案内役を務めます北瀬義則です。この放送では FF7 に関連したさまざまな情報をお届けしていきます。短い時間ではありますが、皆様にお伝えしたい最新情報がたくさんありますので、ぜひ最後までお付き合いください。最初にご覧いただいたのはファイナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードの Steam 版の配信決定のお知らせでした。スティーブンユーザーの皆さん、お待たせいたしました。ついにこの日がやってまいりました。
Damn, that's
プ
a
レイステー
long
ション4
time.
版ファイナルファンタジー
That they've
7
had
リ
to
メイ
wait
ク
for
は
that if they were like,
おかげ
if
さ
it's
ま
a
で
PC
皆様
player.
に大変高い評価をいただきました。昨年はプレイステーション5版、そして PC 向けにはファイナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードをエピックゲームストアで発売いたしました。この度 Steam でリリースすることでさらに多くのプレイヤーの皆さんに楽しんでいただきたいと考えております。またファイナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードはすでに一部地域で発売されている Steam デックにも対応いたします。 Steam デックなら場所を選ばず気軽に本作をお楽しみいただけます。さて続いては FF725 周年に関連した情報をご覧ください。
Oh. Merchandise. That was cool. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure they busting heads for these for this stuff.
FF725 周年をファンの皆様と楽しめるようさまざまな試みを準備しております。楽しみにお待ちください。それでは FF7 モバイルタイトルの情報を続けてご覧ください。
These creators love a good mobile game, don't they now? Oh, well, this is like actually look good, like you're playing an actual game. You know what I mean, like an action RPG, I guess I could say, that type of game. It ain't stupid. Here's the bell, right? Yeah. I guess I wasn't expecting it to actually like look like it functions like you're playing on a controller. Yeah. I might have to download that. They talking about season 3. I ain't downloading shit. That means it's gonna be a lot of experienced people in there. And it is battle royale. I can't play that. I'm gonna get my ass beat. Never mind. Another yeah. Is that her fighting? Right. I don't know what this is. This must be the crisis thing I'm talking about. Let me quit saying crisis, because I'm just saying that because that's what I saw somebody say online. Wait, he's working with Sephiroth? See, they spoiling the story. I don't know nothing about this. Oh, yeah. Because he did used to, in the first part, they talk about how he used to, they did the same thing. What was they? Yeah, soldiers. Who was that? Okay, Crisis. So it's Ever Crisis. That's what that is. Oh, this is a mobile game, child. But I have no idea. Oh, okay.
現在配信中のファイナルファンタジー7ザ・ファーストソルジャーの新情報とファイナルファンタジー7エバークライシスの最新映像をお届けいたしました。続いてはこちらをご覧ください。FF7 ファンの皆様にはきっと喜んでいただける情報になるのではないでしょうか。もちろん私自身も非常に楽しみにしております。
It better be remake
After
part
saving
2.
with customized car insurance from Liberty Mutual,
Bitch,
I
don't
customized
interrupt.
everything. Like Marco's backpack.
Red Bull gives you wings.
There me right when it was getting started.
Boy, oh boy. The price of freedom is steep.
His legacy gave what the Final Fantasy
Zach speaking.
Making progress, Zach.
And Gio. I can cut loose, right?
Is he good again?
Reason.
It's showtime.
Okay, this is not
Soldier
like it's gonna
First
be-
Class Genesis. A month ago, he went missing during a mission in Wutai.
You know, I've never actually seen you use that. Don't you think it's sort of a waste?
Use brings about wear, tear, and rust. And that's a real waste.
I want to keep it. So this is not part 2. Not looking like this. Not with these graphics, y'all.
Project G gave birth to the man we know as Genesis.
Project G.
Project Genesis.
Settle down. Zach the puppy.
Fight him.
What do you know? Shit, we're lapdogs!
Ooh.
Hello?
Probably.
Heaven?
Not quite. It's a church.
By the way, what is your dream? To become first? Is it?
No, to become a hero.
Ah, good. Unattainable dreams are the best kind.
Embrace your dreams. And whatever happens,
It'll make sense though.
Protect
the way they
your
ended
honor.
Part 1. Just now.
As soldier!
It'll make sense.
Come and get it!
The in between thing. Okay, see, it's too much with what's the Crisis Core? Now, what is Crisis? This winter. So that makes sense though to give him his own game.
さて次の映像が最後
Are
の
they
情
doing
報
the
です。
last one for today?
それではどうぞご覧ください。
They said short and sweet, which I was saying would definitely be
What we've
indulgent.
done, that's set in stone. The past is forever. But the future, even if it has been written, can be changed. So focus on the future, not the past.
This got to be part 2. It better be part 2.
he wants to finish what he
Okay,
started.
it is.
He wants to reclaim his birthright and rule over the planet with Genova at his side. I saw you lying there. I figured it was too late.
While we walking together, we
Wait.
got the fight.
What are you implying? That I died? That I'm some kind of imposter?
You were here with me 5 years ago. Where are you? What happened to you?
I'm trying
Zach?
so hard to
Oh,
find
Cloud,
you.
fucked up.
Sorry. Feel like I failed you.
Oh no, I need more. Rebirth. Next winter's. Oh, well, careful.
ファイナルファンタジー7リメイクプロジェクトの第2作目にあたるファイナルファンタジー
Okay, so it is
7バー
part
ス
2.
を発表させていただきました。現在チーム一丸となって
They
制
had a
作
lot
中
of
です。
like.
そしてリメイクプロジェクトの
Okay.
発表時から複数
So
作
we
品
get a
に
game
わたっ
this year
て
and then a
展
game
開
next
す
year.
ることを
Come on,
お
I'm
伝
here
えし
for
て
it.
おりましたが
Final
Final
Fantasy.
Fantasy
Oh yeah, then
7
16's coming out in the summer.
ファイナルファンタジー7リバース、そしてその先のもう一作の全3部作で完結することをお知らせいたします。まずはファイナルファンタジー7リバースを楽しみにしていただき、
It's gonna be a
ぜひ
Final
本編
Fantasy
の完
situation
結まで
starting in
お
winter.
付き合いいただければと思い
Like a
ます。
whole year of Final Fantasy. Let us see it.
25周年
Then
も
she gonna go
それ
hello.
以降も皆様にお楽しみいただけるようチーム一同尽力してまいります。本日はお付き合いいただきましてありがとうございました。
Okay, Final Fantasy. And they kept it right. They kept it like straight to the point. Like, here's the trailers. Here you go. See you bye. I don't want to. They did what needed to be done. I'm here for that. I'm excited for this one, but next year is going to be it for me. You know, I am so glad I got into the Final Fantasy franchise. I'm a little late to the party now, but I'm glad I got into it. Okay. So you got thing for the third game. Okay, well, I mean, being fair though, just a 3-year gap. That ain't bad. Cause the remake came out in 2020, right? Just a little late, right? Didn't the remake come out in 2020? Yeah. Okay, so it took 3 years, and assume there's no pushbacks or delays or whatever they call them in Game Land. What they call them? Delays. Considering that doesn't happen. 3 years, it ain't bad. The gap between 15. We ain't gonna talk about that. So it's like, okay, so really, then you get 2 years, really, because you get Zack's story. I'm assuming it has to be Zack's story this year. So you get 2 years before you get a game that's pertaining to it. Then you get okay, come on, they carrying. Square Enix working. What time is it? 7:48. I gotta hold on. Let me make this thumbnail real quick. Hold on. I need to make a thumbnail. You know I don't do shit, but just like take a picture and put PS5 on it. Let's click on streaming tonight. Resident Evil 3. My mom asked me to. I wanted to wait. I wanted to like start The Quarry, but she asked me to play 3. Let's play this again while I do this real quick. It's gonna take me 3 seconds. Okay, I just seen this walk back like I hadn't seen it. But I want to put it. Description box. Actually, wait. I want to do that before you buy video for The Quarry. I mean, I don't know why I'm doing this, because I think I'm just going to get it anyway, because I really got to stay in my mind to... Wait, they're saying too much in the search menu. It's talking about some endings. Wait, I can't see the letters. Okay. What letter am I on? Q, U, A, R, R, Y, B, 4. Okay, well, I'm saying 4 like I typed the whole word. B4. Okay, it should have popped up by now. Okay. He just says best.
Others depend on us.
He just said best, and I just did all that for no reason, just so food from outer space.org/bitch never again.
Even more. Ram, JD Power's #1 brand in new vehicle quality.
Take these subtitles off. Or caption.
Hey, we're back with another episode of Before You Buy. You know, that show where
Have
we give
you seen
some
anything about this
gameplay
game?
and our first impressions of the latest games releasing. As usual, it's me, Jake Baldino, and today we're talking about The Quarry. Now, this is the
Ooh, looks like a
newest from
movie.
Supermassive Games, the folks behind the Dark Pictures anthology games, and more importantly, the excellent
Yeah, I
Until
only
Dawn.
saw,
They're sticking with what they do best here, interactive horror, this time multi-platform. And this one
Very
is really
great.
interesting. It's got some really awesome, scary visuals, great licensed tracks and sound design, well-acted characters with really
It looks
convincing
good.
facial animations, lots of grossness, lots of references, some new
graphic-wise, it
gameplay
looks like a little
mechanics, and
cutscene,
lots
unless
of
this is a
decisions to
cutscene.
make. It may not be the most active game, like if you're looking for deep gameplay or in-depth exploration even, you're not getting that here, but you're getting a pretty harrowing adventure with some really cool moments and some solid decision making with branching paths. Now, I've only scratched the surface with one playthrough, but it is a fun time cover to cover if you like these types of games. I absolutely do. Full disclosure, Until Dawn is still one of my favorites, and I don't know if this is better than Until Dawn, but if you're looking for something like that, you definitely get it here. And just so you know, this footage was captured on a review copy, the PC version, and this gameplay is spoiler free. I'm only showing the intro and snippets from like the first 2 hours of the game or so. It's really not a lot, because the story, the surprise is the whole thing. But basic back-of-the-box story setup, the titular quarry in this game actually isn't technically a spooky haunted like rock quarry or anything. It's actually like a nice sleepaway summer camp called Hackett's Quarry. It's deep in the woods in, I think, upstate New York. It's super remote, but pretty robust, with young campers that come in for the summer, and there's a bunch of buildings and different activities to keep them all busy, and it's all across an expansive section of beautiful woods and a lake, and it's staffed by young, naive camp counselors, and is ran by none other than David Arquette from Scream. Now, what ensues is pretty at first like a traditional teen horror camp counselor thing, with the kids wanting to party, and they end up getting wrapped up in an intriguing horror mystery featuring ghosts and monsters and weird
She's like
people.
Brenda Song.
And the location of Hackett's Quarry itself is just like a really well realized location that feels real and pretty big, and it's fun to explore. Now, the game is made up of like I believe 10 chapters, and you bounce around between the perspectives of different characters pretty quick. Sometimes, you know, you're a character for 15 minutes exploring and going through something. Other times, you're a character for like 2 minutes. It really jumps around and keeps you on your toes, and I think does a good job of keeping things well-paced and interesting. On the other hand, the game does not really let individual locations actually breathe too much. Like, you can slowly walk around locations and look at stuff like in these types of games, but options for looking at stuff is pretty limited, even for this type of game. Like, technically, like, there's not a lot to click on. And there are 2 story-based style collectibles, but then there's really like one type of collectible you're hunting for, which I'll get to in a minute. It just feels more bare bones than you'd expect in this regard, and you're not really walking around picking stuff up or really solving puzzles. The main focus is on linear progression with the occasional poking around, and I wanted a little bit more of that. Now, I think this is just because the game spends a lot of time on the decisions. You're making decisions and hitting branching paths a lot. Like, whether it's being aggressive with someone or being nice to someone or going right or going left, there's a lot of it, and it seemingly does make a difference in how the story plays out. Every so often you can see the seams, but most of the time you can't. Characters can die, be altered for different reasons, and it's cool. I actually found myself letting certain things happen sometimes just to see how it would play out, because I predicted small plot points. I don't know if that was the intention, but you know, I did sometimes. Now, quick time events are pretty simple and don't have much impact, at least for me. Like, nowhere near as interesting as other games in this genre. Now, most people don't like these simple button presses or button mashes. It's like the bare minimum level of input, but I actually think in certain games they can be done right and have at least somewhat of an impact. But here, they don't. They're not thrilling and are usually soft and simple and few and far between. The game is also pretty generous with missing a step in a quick time event and having your character die. Like, you actually get lives. It's more about them dying with your significant choices, I think. Finish the game once, and there's actually a different live system too, and that is just a bunch of modes. The game gives you a bunch of different modes and options, and most importantly, accessibility options if you don't even like QuickTime events too. So if you've played a game like this, you might mostly know what to expect gameplay-wise, but they add a bit more here. In certain situations, if you choose to hide, you need to hold a button to hold your breath until the danger goes away, and it's usually pretty easy, but it's always cool when you release the button because you actually feel like you're releasing. The game just pulls it off well. You also occasionally will use a weapon, like a gun, in extremely limited situations, but It looks cool and works well enough. The opportunity to jump in and interrupt certain things or just like opt to not do anything at all often seem like just as important when you're given A and B choices, which I really like. Sometimes you have the opportunity to say like, you know, run away from your captor, but it may seem like a dumb move, so you just ignore the on-screen prompt. There are a few other mechanics I won't spoil, but the game does a clever job of tutorializing them with like a fun little animated camp instruction cartoon. It's really good. The gameplay is, like I keep saying, really, really simple and not super involved, even for this genre, but it's a lot of just watching. But the choice making and the decisions really make up for it for me. Like, I felt like I was making like literally a moment to moment impact. And really, the whole vibe of the game is great. It's spooky, it's got scary moments and some nice gore, but it's not super grimdark. Like, the teens crack jokes, and even if sometimes they come off really cheesy, they're generally likable or interesting because the game spends a long time setting them up and establishing, you know, their little summer camp soap opera relationships. This is why video games are cool, man. Horror movies are great, but a lot of the times the people that get murdered get like 3 minutes of backstory. So here you actually get to take the time to get to know them, and it makes the stakes a bit higher and just makes the characters a bit more interesting. Plus, they're played by some great, recognizable actors. Some older actors, though, who I won't really spoil, really steal the show in certain spots. The best part, though, is just how it wears its influences like on its sleeves straight up, from like the font choice for the game's title, to little horror movie references the characters make, to some blatant and in-your-face references or callbacks. Like, it's just in love with the fun, cheesy side of horror, and it's charming. Like, it really made me want to play more. Now, there are a few times, like I said, you can look around and find important key evidence items, which you track in a handy dandy slick menu with a bunch of cool style and Easter eggs and everything else you track. But the main thing I was interested in that you're going to want to hunt down are the tarot cards. At certain points in the story, you're like thrust kind of jarringly to a random place in first person where you have to talk to this spooky old lady. Now,
really
Supermassive
ugly.
has done this type of storytelling in the past. You could tell they just dig it. But the purpose here is for her to read the tarot cards you find. Sometimes you'll just miss them and she'll yell at you. She was pretty pissed off at me. But if you bring one, you get some creepy info and the ability to get a brief glimpse into a possible quick scenario in the future. It's usually super brief, and it's really up for you to connect the dots. But it's interesting. The game also looks, I mean, downright stunning. The use of darkness and lighting here is great. And not just in like a graphical sense, like, wow, look at the lighting engine, but in an art direction sense. They know how to make spooky cabins and haunted deep woods at this point, and they go above and beyond here in spots, especially, like I said earlier, with the characters too.
I'm kind of over
They're
it.
pretty...
Yeah, I'm kind of over it. I don't know. Now the trailer the little trailer thing I saw looked good, but what he talking about don't make me want to play. But I kind of want to play still. But child, whatever. I think I'm gonna still get it though. I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm gonna still get it. Get like, it don't. When they got to saying that it ain't gonna be too like, I don't know. Now I'm having second thoughts. I still want to play because I thought it was gonna be some like scary like running around like doing stuff scary, not like just decision making. I don't want to just sit around and make decisions. So I think I might have just changed my mind. I don't think I'm gonna get it. I don't know. I think I'm gonna get it. I don't know. I don't know. I might watch like one more video. Okay, low-key, no, what I might do is like see if someone uploaded like like I thought about Walking Dead too, and the only reason I would like enjoy Walking Dead, like what I enjoyed the Walking Dead I did play, is because I enjoy Walking Dead, even though it's not the same story. Just my love of Walking Dead made me like want to play it. This I don't know. I might watch if someone did like well, I'm sure somebody did like a gameplay series of it. I might look at like somebody's first part, and then make my decision off of that. Whatever. I guess I'm finna go. Hold on. Did I? Yeah, I'm gonna look thumbnail. Okay. Okay, I'm about to end this live and then just restart the live with the right title. Also, when I think this game is like really short. I know it's not 3 hours short, but I probably, if it's as short as people are saying, I'll probably be done with Resident Evil 3 in like 2 streams. But anyway, I'll be right back.